Hey, welcome to Ann Arbor Hub. It's a couple days before St. Patrick's Day. I'm kidding, St. Patrick's already. Hi, welcome to Ann Arbor Hub. We're back again. I'm going to have you ladies introduce yourself. I want them to hear all about everything that you're doing to make Ann Arbor a better place for over 2 decades.
Thank you guys so much. Thank you, ladies, for so much for having us. What a wonderful female energy in this room. Yes, hell yes. My name is Kaylin. I own the Getup Vintage in Ann Arbor. We're on 4th Avenue. Just moved there 6 months ago after 19 and a half years on State Street. So
Wow.
New location that we are loving. Joining me is Allie, who is my first employee. Was a customer before that. As a little 13-year-old, would come in and buy 1930s and 40s dresses from me.
We love her.
One of my longtime friends, and we've known each other for so long. So say hi, Allie.
Hi. Yes, I'm a former Getup girl. And currently
Always a Getup girl. Once you're a Getup girl.
Wait, Can you tell, what does Getup girl mean? Allie, can you tell me what the Getup girl means?
Getup girl is someone who is part of the small circle of girls who work for the Getup Vintage. And it is a badge of honor in the city, let me tell you.
Yeah, because we recognize you guys all over the city because your style is very, very unique. What is it that's unique about vintage at the Getup in comparison to somewhere else?
So
Or Salval, or where's the other places we go to? I'm sorry, hold on. What are some of the other places that we go to? Do we have, is there a vintage place?
No.
So it's okay. So
There's
you're
a couple,
it, man.
There's a couple of spots that are in like downtown Ypsi or Depot Town, but Ann Arbor, of course, different corner of it.
different corner.
Okay, so you're it. So tell us about what you got.
So don't get me wrong, we love a good thrift day. We love that. I used to definitely have a thrift route that I would go to and hit up St. Vinny's and Share House and all the, like, I had a route, but that's things have kind of changed in Ann Arbor. So the difference is vintage and thrift. What's the difference? And what kind of sets it all apart is the fact that vintage is going to be generally older, 20 years or older. We don't do anything new. We hand select every single piece. Mostly I do private buying appointments at older ladies' houses.
That sounds so fancy.
It is so much fun. That's the best part of the job,
Yeah.
honestly.
What'd you say, Dave?
That sounds really cool.
So since we've been in business for so long, Judy tells Mabel and Mabel tells Edith. And so I go to all their houses and I pay money outright for the best pieces. I want only the best.
Does Edith have one of those Diane von Furstenberg wraparound dresses?
Possibly. Yes. I've definitely 100% had. I've had many and I will have many more. So anywhere. It depends on condition, how old, because she started in the 70s. And that was her signature look. So anywhere from $50 on the low end to probably about $150, $175.
All of them.
Okay.
All of my friends, we will be the Diane Furstenberg.
That is
Can you
that
say it right? Is
Diane von Furstenberg. She created the wrap dress. It is flattering on every single body. So that's why it's so iconic.
I have a couple of them. They're not hers.
Oh,
I see people in hers.
Yeah.
I know the difference.
there's a difference.
I watched, what's that show? Project Runway. Yeah, I watched that one. I watched the Tyra Banks show. What was that called? The model what?
Next Top Model.
That's right.
America's Next Top Model.
Oh,
America's Next Top Model.
Fashion off of reality TV. I'm just kidding. It's
Okay, I love Project.
New York, Chicago, and
So
recently,
you're shopping in Chicago, so give yourself credit. What do you mean?
well, recently I went to the Gucci store in Detroit,
Okay.
and I smacked my hand for touching a coat. I was like, and it was $500, and I want it so bad, but I'm not gonna buy it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to the Getup, and I bet you got a cape coat. Do you have a cape?
I do. I do. Actually, I just sold one like 2 days ago. Oh my gosh, I'll get you something. And I've had Gucci come through too.
Wow.
Yeah. So,
You
everything.
can't find Gucci like at TJ Maxx.
Not at
I
the sale.
realize.
No.
Absolutely not.
So the other thing that we do is we wash and repair every single thing that comes through the store. My partner Lindsay, who couldn't be with us tonight, unfortunately. I tried, but she's got 2 kids
We'll
at
have you
home.
back again. Oh,
Okay.
that's so cute. We
Yeah.
have you back at 9:00 after they're asleep.
Yeah, exactly.
I have a babysitter.
I've got a babysitter right now.
Yeah.
I also have a 3-year-old. No worries. But so we wash and repair everything that comes through the doors. And Lindsay has a degree in theater costuming. She's our head seamstress. So everything has been made sure that it will last for the next generation of wear. And some things don't come to us in very good condition. Sometimes you go to soak a dress and you think this dress from the 1950s, it appears fairly clean, and you're like, okay, I'm just gonna throw some OxyClean in the tub, and then all of a sudden the water turns yellow.
Yeah.
And yeah, so
Were you wearing gloves?
oh yeah, absolutely. And you look at it and you go, oh my, okay. And then you're going to do another few rinses, and continue on. But yeah, so everything has been laundered and seen the seamstress. And so we've done as much as we can to make sure that it's in wonderful condition. We like to say we sell A grade, A-, B+ at the worst. But yeah, we don't mess with there's a time and a place, and I love a good thrift score, don't get me wrong, but there's a difference.
I think another big thing is I'm not that old. I'm only 29. But when I started thrifting, you could find 50s dresses at the thrift store, 70s shirts. I remember finding old stuff every time I went and not working too hard. And now it's hard to find even a shirt from the 90s or even the early 2000s.
I blame fast fashion for that.
Yeah.
So I was just going there, and you're just going to find a lot of things that are really cheaply made or made to be worn once. And
Why are
thrifting
we
is
talking about Shein and Temu?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Everybody they advertise ridiculously.
Mm-hmm.
They have kind of cool stuff, and then it seems like it's cheap, and then everybody pays $160 at the end of the order. It's just, I don't know what it is, because I always ask people, how much is your Shein order? I don't know, 168, 142. Olivia, have you ever ordered from Shein?
Never, and I don't think I will be.
Yeah, wonderful.
Do you thrift or go to vintage stores or things like that?
Not really. I mean, I have here and there, but not really.
Where do you usually shop at? I'm just curious.
TJ Maxx, Marshalls. When I go to Thailand, we just did redid the whole wardrobe with Thailand, or making custom things with people we know
Can
in
you sew?
Ghana. No.
Okay,
My
so
friends in
you're-
Ghana make clothes.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Olivia has a stocked wardrobe that is international.
That's cool.
Amazing.
That's very cool. That's a special thing in and of itself to
Yeah.
be able to
That's
go
why
to
I told you,
Thailand and do that.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I was I had a surprise for them that you were here, and I had a surprise for you that they were here.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to see all these Thai garments. Yeah.
They're really cool.
Oh, that's very
Yeah, they're
cool.
cool.
Yeah. Come to the store, just bring them in. And
Oh,
just,
yeah.
Yeah, just for show and
Well,
tell.
both
Yeah.
my sister will both come in and
Okay,
wear
cool.
a whole full Thailand outfit.
Okay, that's awesome.
Do you have a
Aw.
sari?
No, I think Amelia does, but I don't.
Okay, Amelia has a sari. What color is it? Is it super expensive? Is there any way you would let me? Don't worry about it. Jasmine, who works here, Jasmine, I'm gonna ask her to help me. I want to buy a whole sari. I need to buy the whole thing, a formal sari. Ooh,
That's really cool.
that's cool.
Little
She said it's from Singapore.
Yeah, we like fashion around here in Ann Arbor Hub. So
Yeah.
we have so let's talk about the history of fashion. So I'm a historian.
Okay.
And I'm a lot of things, but I have more classes in history than anything else. So when I watch a historic movie, I'm looking at the furniture, I'm looking at the
Yes.
wardrobe, I'm
Mhm.
making sure, I don't care if it's from 60s, 70s, 80s, 1700s. I'm like, that's not what they wore.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah.
It was not
We'd be
fun.
best friends if we were yeah. Yes. How many times have I looked at my husband and said, no, that's not right. This is nope. This or even not even fashion, but the music. I'm like, that song didn't come out. Like that wasn't released yet. You know.
Nana's over here dying.
Do your research when you watch or hear or look at or indulge in anything, because you never know what's lying to you. Okay, friends.
Yes.
That's how I'm gonna put it into a summary. Because a lot of the times, history, when you're putting it into media, it's not accurate. Yep. And there's a long list of examples. We're not even going
we all know
that
the
side.
Rain, that TV show Rain. I
adore it. I'm gonna say that I adore
everybody
it.
adores it. It's got a
Fashion
great story,
real fun in that
people, fun fashion.
I don't even care about the plot. I don't give a crap about none of that show. I just like the outfits and the conversation. The dresses are like a modern version of an old school ball gown, and that is really cool to me. But other than that, it's like, the accuracy was flaky, shaky. I don't know any word.
Shaky.
Pick a word for it, because it wasn't good.
I think that you're absolutely right, and that's kind of the thing, because sometimes, even in housing, right? Some of us are realtors, so even in housing, you have the house that has the historical integrity of the era, and then you have the house that is remaking the history. Like right now, everybody is remaking the 1950s or what they call the mid-century modern homes. And by the way, my favorite is when somebody says, I don't get it. What's a mid-century modern home? Made in the century, in the middle of the century. We're about 1950 or 1960. No, but we say it all the time. It's like a whole term that you don't dissect it and think that it's a...
It has relevance that, at some point it actually meant something. Yes. I love what they're throwing out now about postmodern design, which is more like late 70s, early 80s. That's what POMO. That's the new thing that I'm hearing a lot.
No, but I do like 70s and 80s
like
designs.
We actually, a lot of our display stuff in the shop is POMO. But just kind of, why am I totally blanking on the city that it originated in? It will come to me.
Give me a state. Seattle.
No, like the middle of the country.
Nebraska.
Memphis. Memphis, like
Memphis.
Okay, so like the Memphis art style.
Memphis is awesome. Nashville is better.
It's like just much more. Oh, totally. Nashville is better. But just like we're Allie's apartment has many Dolly Parton things. Yeah. Yes.
I got a story. Can I intervene?
Yeah, 100%.
I don't care where it's coming from. Give it.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I want to hear.
Okay, so my grandpa actually went on a date with Dolly Parton in high school. This is like a little gem of my family. And gave her like a mixtape. It was her first record.
Stop it.
So like that's hiding somewhere in a garage. We are not supposed to know about it. Don't tell anybody. Clearly, no, I'm just playing. Clearly, this is public. I don't care. But yeah. So the story, I guess, goes that they lived down the street from each other in Tennessee, and he asked her on a date, and they went out to dinner, and it was one time, and that was it. Never again.
He did not seal the deal.
He did not seal the deal. I was like, come on, this was Dolly. What do you mean? You're just like continue with this date? What do you?
Well, then she had Carl Dean, and then he just passed. And he just passed.
No, I play that for I love it when people say, "Yeah, I don't like country music," and I go,
"Listen to Dolly.
Islands in the Stream, baby," or give them some Patsy Cline. Don't pull out Johnny Cash. They'd be like, "Dang."
They were like, what? Yeah. What are you trying to have me listen to right now? Exactly.
I'm a big Kane Brown fan. All of my friends who hate country know that I don't mess with Kane Brown. Leave him alone. Leave him alone.
He's cute.
You know.
Yeah.
Do you remember that song with Laura and Elena from it's a song. What If? It's the name of the song. And it's called, and she's basically saying in the song, what if I kiss you and it doesn't last? And he's basically saying, well, what if it's your last kiss? That's the song, but what if it's your last first kiss. That's and he's got that deep voice.
Yeah, he does.
I am a sucker for that deep, and don't be country on top of it. Anyway, talking about my life. Let's go back to clothes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a question.
Yeah.
And maybe personally for you, I forgot your name already. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay, Kaylin.
Kaylin, specifically. Okay. When did your passion for vintage clothes begin and like how?
Okay, easy. So I used to play in rock and roll bands.
Yes.
And
Wait,
did
what? Can I hear a couple of names?
the biggest one. Okay, first there was a indie folk band called Canada.
You were totally
Love.
in an indie folk band.
Yeah, with two cello players. I played the cello.
I knew it was
absolutely
strings.
cellos and accordions, and it was very
Yes.
hard on your sleeve.
Where were
Like
you
we
at? In
wanted to be
Colorado,
no
Utah?
Ann Arbor.
You were in Ann Arbor.
Yeah.
Colorado,
Yeah.
Utah, Ann Arbor.
My boyfriend at the time used to call me an Ips celebrity. Yeah, I'm yeah. You're all Ips celebrities now.
I think I'm a mini celebrity already.
But yeah, so that was like 2006. So you get the vibes of like around that era of like Arcade Fire and Margot and the Nuclear So-and-So's and that kind of stuff. Then after that, I did a little bit with the Silent Years, which was like indie pop. I kind of progressed. They had members that went on to be in Dale Earnhardt Jr., if you know that band, which is now
course.
Junior Jr.
I know who Dale Earnhardt Jr. is.
Okay.
My son works for NASCAR.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
There's a band.
Yeah.
There's a band named everything.
Oh, I can ask you a question though, because
yeah.
it's kind of tripping me out a little bit. Because I hear you saying all these years and dates and ages and everything, and they can't see you. And I'm swearing, I'm like, she looked like 20 years younger than me. It's killing me.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's real.
I would
Like
just
your
like to give-
skin is amazing.
I would just like to give
Yeah.
credit to Tanya.
Sorry,
I just like to give credit to Tanya. Like, Tanya, you also don't
Yeah,
look
you-
at all your age.
Thanks,
Like,
honey.
Okay, so let's do a reveal. Okay, I would guess you are 34.
see?
Yes.
You would guess I am.
I was going for the same. I was really heading in that like 30-ish.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
I was doing it. Then you're talking about these bands that I know in these years and everything. And I'm just like, wow. Like at most, no joke, like 38. You got
Okay.
great skin, girl.
good,
See, the
good.
girls are nodding.
Yeah,
Good.
I
Okay.
thought you were
Okay.
like in your 30s.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, and Olivia, my cousin, will look this age for the rest of her life.
Yeah.
Because I know her genes.
I hope so.
Yeah. I'm like 25.
Yeah, I'm 26. Yeah.
26.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're
same
gonna be
age.
26 for the
Oh.
rest of your life. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Well,
Yeah.
I know your genes.
Okay.
Just dye your hair, girl.
Okay.
That's all you gotta do. Don't let them know.
Yeah, you have also wonderful skin. Like, yeah.
Thank you.
I went to that place across the street not too long ago, that Bloom Wellness. That place, it was bougie as hell. But it worked. So I give them the credit. It was great. I had a gift card from Christmas, so I was like, yeah.
I'm not. Look, let me make you look good. I'm
good.
not shy about
Yeah,
it. at
it's all good.
They're like, "What'd you do?"
Uh,
I'm like, "It might have cost a couple $. I mean, I didn't do any plastic surgery or
Yeah,
anything, but definitely
hey,
those lotions.
If it works, it works.
Thank you. Say it again.
The lotion.
Yeah,
The lotion, yes,
Yeah.
lotion.
Can I tell you? People are always talking about. They're always like, "Oh, black don't crack." I'm gonna jump into it real quick. You know what we do differently? Black people are gonna be mad at me. We use a lot of lotion.
Okay.
We just
And the
lotion. It's a good thing. I know. No, we use a lot of lotion though. I mean, I tell my daughter because my daughter is very fair skinned. Her father is Irish, and I'm just like, girl, shh, use lotion.
Yeah.
Wait, you want the trick my mom gave me? Look, they're in the background going, yeah. Wear sunglasses
Mhm.
Yeah.
all the time.
Sun protection and lotion.
Love how you are so aware.
I had a doctor that used to tell me to wear a sun hat like every time that I
Yeah.
lived with them at all.
My
Yeah.
son is literally
Yeah.
just. I'm fashionista. It's literally like I'm moving it around.
It's like the stereotypical like on the beach. Like,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
with
I
the
have
big
those.
top hat.
Oh, yeah.
I will be bringing them out in a few weeks.
Yeah, I
when
got
it
like
starts
4 of
raining.
them. I bet you have really good ones at your store.
Oh yeah, some really, really
Can
cute
I
ones.
ask you a question?
Yeah.
We were talking about voices a little while ago, and I was gonna say, I was talking about this voice that way. Does the clothing ever have like a story behind it? That's there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Tell us a couple of stories that the clothing had. You know, that some of your favorites.
Allie, it looks like Allie's got one, but I'll just like start and say, I love, so when I buy outright from these ladies, because I'm trying to get clothes pre-estate
Do you go to
sale.
their house?
Yes. Yes.
Why don't we know each other by now? I've been in real estate for 20 years.
I
I
have
got
no
people
idea.
get. I was just thinking, I know someone. who
Call
was
me.
into- I do. I know she's
Okay.
moving out and she's downsizing.
Okay.
And her family's gonna be in town, and they have to. She's so many clothes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will come
I'm
and
gonna
look
and
through.
I'm gonna introduce you to her granddaughter.
Okay.
Yeah, she's a really good friend of mine.
Okay, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally we have.
I'm getting a
Yeah.
thumbs up from the background because no, we're about to help
Yeah,
somebody out.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
She's
can
gonna
help them get
love
ready
that
to
you're
move.
kind of, wow.
Yeah.
She's gonna be like, yes. She's got a lot of clothes. She's got fur coats. I don't need to do fur.
I-
Because I do recycle fur coats. I don't buy new fur coats, but
So
I
it
have
is,
with, like Betsy's name in them and stuff stitched in them.
and that's the kind of stuff we'll do. It's illegal to sell new furs in the city of Ann Arbor. That passed a few years ago, so you can't actually
I
sell
didn't know that.
new furs.
I'm sorry. Can you say that again for the people in the back?
Okay,
Yeah.
you cannot sell a new fur in the city of Ann Arbor.
That's against my heritage.
Oh,
She doesn't eat meat.
oh, okay. That is hilarious. Oh.
You can make me come on the podcast on the
Yeah.
Here, look. I can.
You're
Caster. The headphones.
Yeah, this one.
So,
There we go.
circa 2016, 2017, when I quit eating meat, I was very excited about it. And I joined a bunch of vegan groups on Facebook. And they're all like, eating meat is bad, da 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 da. And I'm like, yeah, it's bad for you. And that's why I quit. But I think animals are delicious. Even and not feel like I was gonna get cancer and die, I would probably eat them every day. They were very upset with me. Mind you, I'm an animal lover. Like
My dog sitter.
Like this is real. Okay,
Better than
that's real. I love
Amazing.
but bacon though. Like I love animals, but also,
Oh, bacon.
it's like how do you?
Yeah,
Okay,
it's bacon.
anyway,
That said, vintage
And-
furs
yeah.
I'm all about it. I have to be picky and choosy because, sometimes repairing the pelts, it gets to be a little much. But if you can honor that animal sacrifice from 50 years before you were born,
Yeah,
50 years
yeah.
before I was born too. Yeah, just saying. But
Because it's about 35.
yeah. Well,
32.
okay, I'll just tell you.
32.
I'll tell you.
28.
I turned 40 January 1st. So
Okay.
there we go. Yay,
Oh.
newly 40. That's how old I am. Anyway.
Some people are just youthful. Like, how you meet an 80-year-old lady and you just don't know what the light is behind why she's so light and so youthful and just smiling
Yes.
all the time. That's my goal in life.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm trying to do, is trying to be a happy old lady. instead of-
Yeah. I want to be a badass old lady with a really cool wardrobe. Come to my estate sale.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I want to double down on that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to be a really cool, badass lady with a badass wardrobe. Yeah. Yes, that's my goal in life. I think I could die happy after
We'll
that.
buy you a house. You can turn one into bedroom.
Yes.
Closet. I'm a master at that, helping people turn a bedroom or a basement or.
I play The Sims like all the time. Home decor is my life. Yes, I play The Sims.
Aw.
I love home
home
decor.
so freely.
Oh my goodness.
Because all I hear you say, because I love people with passionate calling. If you got a passionate
Yes.
calling, I'm like, okay, let's do it. And they'll be like, but I'm like, I don't see any barriers. Just go.
I'm the same way.
Limitless. We can do anything.
Yep.
So tell me some of the stories of these clothes.
These.
I've had shorts that the lady wore at Woodstock. I've
That's
got
fun.
pictures from her rolling around in the mud. I love when when I can pass those stories along, if it's appropriate, you know, like, but yes, Edith, if you will pull out your photos and like show me when you wore that prom dress. You know, there's just like so many stories that I'm totally blanking on. Ellie, you got any good ones that you can?
My favorite thing was just making up my own stories from the clothes. Like I loved
That's
to
fun.
get up. Like I would see this
That's
little
awesome.
50s dress, and I would be like, some little girl, Shirley, in 1954, wore this to homecoming, and she got picked up by a boy in like her Chevy Bel Air and got driven to the fountain and drank a soda with 2 straws. It's just like I
Did
love
she
that.
have red hair or brown?
Oh, I think
Right.
she was a blonde. And I just like that about vintage clothes. It really transports you to a different place. Or like the way I wore this to the roller disco.
I love the roller disco.
Yeah.
We're having a roller disco party this summer. We'll have to tell you about it.
That's
Getup had a
wonderful.
very
Yeah.
iconic roller disco photo shoot.
Oh yeah,
back in the day.
yeah. This random skate place. Where was it?
Brighton.
Oh, okay.
Rollerama, right?
Rollerama.
I
Uh,
know that place.
I've been
Okay,
there,
yeah.
I'm
They-
a roller skater.
Oh, okay. So you know,
For
and
everything.
yeah, Lindsay went there, Lindsay, my business partner, and like just convinced them to open up for us to do a photo shoot. And the images from that were iconic. Like that was one of my favorite shoots I've ever done.
I love everything you're talking about, and what I'm honestly think. Okay, so we sell houses.
Mhm.
Think of creative, interesting ways to market them.
Mm.
Sometimes we'll have an art gallery inside of a house, right?
Yeah.
I even thought about having a fashion show once. I had $1 million
I was
house
just saying,
that was
thinking.
over a catwalk, and then had these like
Brilliant.
2 stairs that came down. I was
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, we can do a fashion show. But then the house sold,
Mm.
right?
That's-
I was like,
So it's like
I was
kind
just
of
looking at.
yeah.
So we
That's
could do all
brilliant.
of those things. Like seriously, we could do
Mhm.
all of those things. And I would love it if we had like a house and it's kind of maybe stale, and you guys show up with a few different outfit changes day. Maybe you take a few different pictures, and then now we're marketing the house. I mean, I think you guys are all cute. We can just, you're the models. I'm not hiring anybody. We're all done here.
Yeah. That's fine. That's
I will
fine.
even do you one better. We pull in Alexis, our another photographer and videographer that works with us, and you know I can pull in some other models that might be able to work with all.
Yeah,
of us.
I've got a list of
Okay,
models too.
I'm
So
sure you probably already have people you work with.
100%.
They're free.
It would be so easy
Okay,
for us to bring.
okay, wonderful.
So easy for us to bring everyone together. And
Interns are free. Yeah, she is paid. No, everybody's paid by me. I pay everybody. Like,
Money soon.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, what you need to do when you're an intern is you need to get out there.
yeah.
Mm.
So they're only going to be interns for about another 4 weeks.
Oh,
Wow.
there you go.
So I mean, you know, you gotta take the class and do all the things, and then you know when you pass it, okay, then don't. We'll talk about those things later. But but anyone who wants to be a real estate agent, give Corinne Goddard a call at Modern Living Collective. she would love that. That's another one of our affiliates.
And
Oh, her Instagram is at Ann Arbor Realtors. Or you can reach us at Ann Arbor Real Estate. And that's realtors with an S. Thank you. But of course, you can always email the Ann Arbor Hub at gmail.com. I mean, come on now. But the bigger thing here is I'm literally sitting here with like beautiful girls
Mm.
who could definitely, you know, because you guys are going to put your spotlight on. Like, that's what you got to do. Like, whether you're walking around and because that's what we do around Ann Arbor.
Mhm.
Like, whether we're shopping in your store and we're taking pictures and we're doing social media and things like that. So, yeah, let's do something up in the house, but let's definitely have a vintage fashion show.
Yeah.
Everybody would come.
Yeah, that'd be so cute.
It would be so. I literally am just thinking off the top.
Definitely.
Brandon Jones will be there. Brandon Jones, you hear me? You heard me, girl. You know you're gonna show up. I said it. Darren's gonna be there too.
That's amazing. Oh, we're down.
I can
We're
always
totally
call
down.
them out.
always get my people up.
Oh, yeah, we're totally down. That would be adorable. Yeah, but yeah, y'all should model, and you should model for us too.
Oh, I would
Yeah.
absolutely love to.
Yeah.
Let me- okay, we didn't really do like a guest intro, but
Can you tell people who you are?
my name is Day, and I'm both a photographer and a model. But my Instagram is the artist Day for my modeling page. And
You guys
Like,
want to be on.
I
her.
would absolutely just love to collaborate with you guys on whatever it is. If it's a photo shoot, if it's which one? Oh, that one. It's like, okay. Okay. So I'm actually going to be working on a podcast myself, which I started already, but I'm kind of waiting until I can do more with it, which Tanya's going to help me with, and Tony. But I have a modeling podcast called Something About Modeling. Here's my little plug for myself. I started it just in efforts to build myself up a little more, but also just to share my experience with people and hopefully bring in others to talk about the industry and the goods and the bads, all of it. I'd love that. Absolutely. I'd love to talk to you guys on my show too. But as far as vintage clothes, I haven't dabbled enough. Like, I don't know anything that you might know, but I'd love to learn from you as well as collaborate, because
What's your other show?
Tanya, no. I have Artist Fridays for my photography, Daybreak photography page.
What a great name, Daybreak Photography. That's cute. Her name is Day.
Oh,
I actually
like a pun.
Just love a pun.
Just a little detour. I actually got that name from a friend. You know who you are. I'll send you the link and you'll watch this. But anyway, he called me Daybreak once, and I was like, I got to turn that into something. Yeah. I just kept it in my back pocket. And then when I started my business, I was like, this is what it's going to be. And it has a deeper purpose, but y'all have to check in on that with my socials. You can go get to know it. Anyway, so the Artist Fridays, it's basically just a podcast so that I can give more of a voice to artists to share their experiences. And like Tanya's doing the same thing, just being able to, get more traffic for these young people who are pursuing their passions, whatever it might be. So I have music artists, I'll have painters and other photographers, other models, makeup artists, whatever you do, like, message me, let me know, and I can have you on the show in the future, because that one's going to be really fun.
So it's like, painters?
Artists, doesn't matter. If you make something, yeah. If you make something, let's talk about it.
Nobody knows it.
And nobody knows it. You can make a rhyme every time.
Exactly.
But yeah, I want to get into what you guys are doing. I want to do the vintage thing, and I want to be able to show off. I know we were just talking about fur coats. I actually just did a commercial with Bogali Leather in Detroit, which was really epic. They featured it on Fox 2 News, which I had no idea until someone posted about it on Facebook. But I was like, that was pretty cool. That was probably the biggest thing I've done so far. But those fur coats, like Tanya, you were talking about a $500 fur coat earlier. They were like $3,000.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was like, no, these are crazy. You said a $500 coat earlier, but I don't remember what you were talking about.
Or something.
I don't know which one you said, but
I thought it was Gucci.
I didn't hear the
Maybe
clarification.
$100 coat.
Yes.
Yes. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
no.
That was a regular coat.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
I was
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Those are big money.
Anyway,
Yeah.
it was crazy.
Furs. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's that's the other reason.
That's why Ann Arbor says no.
Yeah, Ann Arbor as a city.
Okay.
Yeah.
No shame to Detroit though, but like yeah.
I remember when she got her silver mink and the, I don't know. It's just,
All good.
we don't do that in Ann Arbor. We don't do that.
Unless it's vintage.
Yeah.
Right.
Unless it's vintage, then we have an exception.
You
So
can tell the difference.
yeah.
Okay, let's go around with the introductions one more time because we're nearing the end of the show.
Hello, Allison Elkire, former Getup girl, currently working for the County of Washtenaw in community mental health.
Really?
Public servant, former Getup girl. That's me.
Amazing. I am Kaylin Mitchell, and I own the Getup Vintage on 4th Avenue in downtown Ann Arbor.
I'm Olivia Indigo. I am an artist. I like to paint. I do other crafty things. I love to make workouts, like do fitness, group training, and like personal training. I'm a flexologist at the Stretch Lab, so I enjoy that. I love to bake, actually.
Oh,
Yeah, I like to bake. I like to try to make different desserts. Yeah.
What was the last dessert you
I
made?
made pecan pie.
Oh my.
No, but I'm allergic to nuts. I need to try that. I'm mostly into cookies. I'm mostly into,
So what's the best cookie to make?
my favorite. I probably like this one where I make a sugar cookie base and then I cut up Twix and put them in there like in place of, people usually do chocolate chip, and I like to put like Twix in there, and it's really good.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on, I gotta try that. I'm like,
whose house are we gonna go over to and bake cookies?
Yeah, I love to bake cookies.
I'm super basic. Can you just make me some like oatmeal raisins?
I do. I love oatmeal raisin too.
Okay, cool. Some people like hate on me for my oatmeal raisins. but-
No, they're good. They're good.
Yeah. I think I call that's my breakfast cookie actually.
It is a breakfast cookie. I get it. No,
It's open.
If you like coffee, like perfectly paired with coffee, but I don't even like coffee, so it's not.
Do you guys do bags? Like, do you have bags too, or like, do you
Yeah.
have other things besides clothes?
Yeah.
Tell us.
Like
Run
accessories.
like what you
Vintage clothing, of course, is first and foremost for everyone.
Right.
Accessories, jewelry, purses, shoes, all sorts of those kind of things. Yes, thank you, Allie. Yeah, so we've done a number of local artist collabs. This top I'm wearing, one of my
This is
employees
amazing.
is made from a vintage horse
I
tapestry.
know the tapestry. That's why.
Yeah.
Every person had that tapestry on their wall. I just need to let you know.
Yeah,
I remember it.
yes, from the 90s. Like, yes.
grandpa included.
Okay, yeah. Same with my mom. But yeah, an employee made a bunch of these tops for us. Because all about reusing all the textiles that exist in the world already. And then I just wanted to touch on, just because this is like such a misnomer about vintage. Vintage is for everyone. No one in my shop is a size extra small, and I purposely source clothes for everybody. My clothes are not gendered in the store. It's by item type. And
That's
I'd have
awesome.
a sizing system that I've developed over the last 10 years so you're going to come into the store and you're going to be working under my sizing system, because vintage sizing labels are trash. They have changed
What
so
a
much over.
Brilliant body positive and gender positive experience. I love that.
And then I'm working on with a local seamstress. I did this 19, like right before the pandemic, and then I had this fashion line called the Cosmic Collection. And we had it on the runway at Michigan Fashion Week, and it was great, and everything went super well. Just remaking. I basically had a seamstress size garments from extra small to 3X, and make all of them out of vintage materials, jumpsuits and skirts and wrap tops and lots of things that like could work for everybody, newly made vintage. And then the pandemic hit.
Yeah.
And so I sold off the collection over the next year or whatever. But I've just gotten back to the point that I'm thinking about it, working with a new seamstress. So I'm not going to call it the Cosmic Collection anymore, because that was very 2019 of me. But I was thinking about calling it Future Vintage, because we're making vintage
Future vintage.
vintage for the future.
That's super cute. I
Okay,
get
cool.
You're
Cool.
right.
Okay.
I get it.
So yeah, that's my other part. I genuinely do want everybody to walk into the store and be able to find something, and also offer things in various sizes and be able to say, oh, you can try that on in a medium, large, extra large, 2X, 3X, whatever. Yeah. So
Wow.
yeah, that's my goal.
That means that I'm gonna have to stop by and visit you later.
Yeah,
How's the
same.
collection going? How is it doing? And then I'm gonna have to buy stuff because it's gonna be awesome. I'm not gonna be able to leave without buying something. I mean, you have things that they don't even make anymore. Like, do you remember those circle pins?
Oh
Just
yeah,
the whole circle.
the little mod circle pins. Yeah,
Do you know what those are?
Where they are.
No, you know what they are? What they
Oh.
symbolize?
Tell us, Tanya.
My mom
Tell us.
told me.
Okay.
Okay.
I used to buy them and I would wear them. She goes, Tanya, you know those are virginity pins.
Oh,
Okay, I actually did not know that.
Yeah.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah. And I was like, I don't know. You can look it up if you want to, but you know how we like in our cultures we have little what are they called? We have mores, right?
Yeah.
Where we just know that this means that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then the kids of particular generations and different subsects, they have different conversations meaning different things.
Yes.
I was born, and I'm not going to say, but it was around that time somewhere,
Yes.
or my mom was.
That was.
Oh my gosh.
And yeah, but I had bought one at a vintage store.
I've sold many of them, not knowing that.
The vintage store in Allen Park, I think it was called Cat's Meow.
Okay, I have a great. I just went and bought clothes from her. Okay.
Open. That I used to go there all the time. No, are you telling me they're still open?
No.
Because I used to go there all the time when I was a kid.
Nancy from
Penny Pinchers, was that what it was called?
That would have been Cat's Meow was in our building on State Street.
Yep.
So I had her mailbox. She was also up on the 3rd floor. There was also one in Royal Oak. That's where I used to go during high school.
I used to go out there too.
Yes. Yep. I would skip high school and I would go to
the Royal Mail existed until I started selling houses because it was just here to Royal Oak.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Back when Royal Oak was super freaking cool. Yeah.
When I moved to Michigan, I was like, I don't know, I'll either stay in Ann Arbor or I'll move to Royal Oak where it's Ann Arbor, but all grown up.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I just we got kids now.
Oh my gosh, Nancy. So she calls the store one day and we're talking and she's, oh, I've got all this 1950s stuff. And then, oh, you might remember my store, the Cat's Meow. Yeah. And I was just like, yes, I do, Nancy. I will be there next week. Absolutely. Wonderful lady. She has sold to us a few times and actually we got her back in a different buy. I got a Cat's Meow shirt and
there's so many people
I gave it back to her. She didn't have one. So she got it back. So I mean, it had to go back to her. It's like
auctioned way up there.
It's more worth it to get it back to Nancy because she's like, we sold all of them and I didn't think to keep one or I gave away the last one, so that was very cute. But
that's your sweet
story. There's my sweet story. There are a lot of stories,
When you call and then you'll give Tony a call and you're like, Tony, can we fix that podcast? I just want to Day want to sit and talk about clothes. Ladies, it was great. Thank you so much. I appreciate all of your time.
Thank you.
I really want to sit down and do this again. We are new friends.
Yay!
I will be at your shop. These ladies
I'm gonna come
everybody about your shop.
Bring all my friends.
I'm gonna bring in history.
Just come hang out, play dress up with me.
That's my favorite thing ever. Yeah. I've been doing it my whole life and I'll never stop.
That's
why I'm a model.
But I'm listening.
Look, I'm hearing it and I'm gonna be there tomorrow and you're just not even for me.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm gonna see. I've got other things, but I'll be there.
I'll bring in my daughter.
Awesome.
You know what? I'm gonna end it with this. This is what my daughter tells me. So I say, what are kids wearing in Ann Arbor today? She goes, Mom, anything.
Yes.
And I said, no. But what's in style? She goes, I hate it when you say that. I go, well, I'm just trying to make sure that I don't identify myself unknowingly as the old lady because my pants are out of date today, which they are.
And she says to me,
she goes, Mom, this is really annoying because wear whatever you want to wear. It's not about your clothes. Don't you see what we look like when we come out for high school? The high school, she goes, Mom, don't you see? Like, we wear, like, pajamas. Like, everybody wears, like, what they want to wear. We don't, you just... I said, well, what era is in style? Like, is it 80s, 90s? She goes, Mom, everything is in style. You can wear whatever you want to wear.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I'm like, wow, can somebody tell the business people that I work with? Because I'm pretty sure I can't.
Yeah.
But I can wear Gucci. And Klein. And I can wear Calvin Klein.
And a good DVF rep dress.
Now you can find some good vintage ones.
I meant what I said. I will buy, as long as the color looks right up next to me.
Yeah.
I will buy every dress because what I do is I buy uniforms. So I literally have like 7 Anne Klein, Calvin Klein, Isaac Mizrahi, not from Target, A-line dresses that I wear with Anne Klein shoes.
Yes.
7 of them, right? So that's my whole week. That's how many times I usually see my clients. So they get, I'm switching out to Diane Furstenberg. Diane von Furstenberg.
Diane von Furstenberg.
Furstenberg.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. Or DVF. DVF.
Acronyms around here. So I would buy
100%. I'll just call you. I'll call you.
So it was great, ladies. Oh, and a cape coat. I need a cape.
Done and dusted.
Yeah.
I got you.
I don't want that you do like this. I want when you do like this.
Ooh.
Oh. I would say I wish you guys could see the movement she just made for that. That was brilliant.
I know what you are talking about.
Brilliant.
Okay. Yes. 100%. 100%. I got you.
Great fashion.
Good time.
Thank you
so much
for having us. Thank you.
Oh, by the way, I'm Connie Hill. I work with the Ann Arbor Hub Podcast. Tony over here. Tony, you want to introduce yourself?
I'm Swag Right Tony, music artist and host of the 734 in Ann Arbor podcast, and also host of Ann Arbor Live.
And she's also the engineer. If anybody wants anything at all to do with anything with podcasting, please call Swag. I'll be here, but call Swag. I'm just kidding. We're trying to get everybody
Good
in Ann Arbor.
stuff.
What we're trying to do is get Ann Arbor businesses, on the orange couch, have them talking about what's going on, and let's get business in Ann Arbor.
Tell your small business
in Ann Arbor.
friends.
That's
Tell your
right.
big business
That's right.
friends. Tell your medium business friends.
That's right. We got
Tell
everything that
anyone
you
in
need.
Ann Arbor. Yeah.
We got everything you need inside the bubble. We got everything you need inside the bubble. Have a great day. Bye.